Hi, in video 82, which is that one, 83 and 84, we've done some lighting videos. We're now going to do another one. So let's make a folder. Let's call it folder at the moment because I don't know what I'm going to call it. We can do a header and all that lot, but let's first of all do put the desops on there, so we can see what it is, what's going on. I'll copy it from this sheet here, highlight it, paste it, save. There's something that we've got a reference to as we're writing the logic. So there's our desops. New, and we'll do a text block, we'll do a header. I'll just take that words from there, common area, put that in the header, do a background and give it a border, go save. We'll duplicate that, we'll do a footer, and enter your engineer's details, contact details here, save, come back out. Lighting control for perimeter common area. So let's take, rename, don't want to rename that, let me go back into there and just go perimeter area and go to this folder, rename perimeter common area, take out the spaces, so put underscores. Okay. Lighting control for perimeter common area. This area will utilize daylight harvesting, so we know we need a lux sensor inside the area, not near the windows, a bit further in, away from daylight as such, during occupied hours. The light level set point will be adjusted via the BMS. There are 8 light fixtures in this area. Okay, right, so let's start with that, I presume. Or we could add it later. During a scheduled occupancy, improve of occupancy light output. So we need a scheduler, without a doubt. Boolean scheduler. Occupancy hours. And lighting occupancy hours. So it's through the day. So we would go from 6 AM to 6 PM, Monday to Friday. Delete that one because we're going to just do it Monday to Friday. Properties, occupied, unoccupied. Save that. Just schedule to proof of occupancy. Yeah, okay, we've got to adjust lux in that to make sure we maintain 100 lux. Vacant for 15 seconds, the lights will turn off. Okay, so we've got an off delay. Let's just fit in a numeric writable. Lights off, delay set point. Pin slots. Take out in 10, in 16. Issue set. Views. And AX slot sheet. Take away those. Config flags to hide. And that is set for 15 seconds. 15. Go to the facets. Go down to time. Select seconds. Take out the decimal place. Hit control. Because the Boolean delay works in milliseconds. Just drop that onto there while I'm in there. And then get a multiply. Sec to ms. Put that in there. Times it by 1000. Expand the pin slots for the off delay. Put that into there. We'll name it in a bit. Non-scheduled proof occupancy light output will be adjusted to maintain and the area will turn on. If a demand response signal is received, the maximum light level output will reduce to 65, adjustable. Otherwise the maximum light output is 100. So we want 65, 100 and 0 on the set points so they can be adjusted. Max light level. It's going to be in lux. Wrong one. Save. Action set 100. It's not going to be in lux, it's going to be in percent. Percent. Go back up to miscellaneous. Percent. Duplicate that. Off light level. Zero. Set to 0. Better readings on this big screen here. Demand response signal registry, the maximum light level output will reduce to 65, adjustable. Duplicate. I'll just put adjust light level. And that's 65. Let me do a reset maintenance as well, because we're going to be using that later. Pin slots, take out all them, just have fire. Set that to 2 seconds. but it will work in half a second. Demand response signals receive the maximum output will reduce to 65, otherwise the maximum output level during unoccupied times 2 lights will be on to maintain 50 lux. The 2 lights will rotate every week for equal burn time. If a safety event occurs, all lights will go to 100% output until manually cleared. Okay, so we need a life safety. New life safety. %. Pin slots. Take out that. And lights auto and life safety. Lights auto. Call it life safety. Was it a life safety event? Life safety event on. So that will go out to the out there. Action set to auto. How many lights are there in this? There are 8 light fixtures in this area. Okay, new numeric writable light fixture 01. We're going to be working in %. We'll put a action set to 0. We'll take out in 16. Expand that, bring that down, and we will put in there a numeric totalizer. And then we'll expand that, composite that out. We'll take that time of reset, we don't need interval, that and that. That naturally will go into there, that will go into there, and that's fixture 1. Let's just move these further across. I don't know how much sheet I need at the moment, but I think there's a fair little bit to do on this. Move that along. Right, I'll pause that while I copy that down for my 8 fixtures. So I've copied them down and linked up the reset maintenance. I'm going to put a numeric switch in there. Numeric switch. Light 01. Put that to %. That's going to go into there. And then the others in and the true and that, we'll do that later. I'll just copy that down. I'll pause it again while I do that. So they're just copied down at the moment. Now I've noticed that's a presence of occupied during proof of occupancy. So let's just put that baby up at the top, a scheduler, and let's have a presence sensor. New Boolean writer, presence sensor. P-R-E-S-E-N-C-E, presence sensor. Put that there, that there. Pin slots. Take out in 16. go unoccupied, occupied. All back. Save. So we have a presence sensor. We got the life safety, which is mentioned there. So let's put that next one down. And then we got our lights off delay, or vacant. Let's call it vacant. Vacant off delay. Set point. So milliseconds. And that is our that there. I think we call that off delay. Just off delay. And then we've got a demand response according to that text. Duplicate demand response. And that's going to be demand off, demand on. Demand off. Demand on. So we got, that's the occupied power, maximum light, rename. Oh, the occupied power, if a demand responsive is received, the maximum light level output will be reduced. Yeah, over. During schedule occupancy and proof occupancy, light output will be adjusted. Okay, so that's not going to be a set one. We're actually going to be able to have to adjust that. So let's put that to looks light occupied level. Pin slots, put an intent back in there, take out that, because we are going to be adjusting that according to this DevOps here. And I presume we're going to adjust the, because it says here, during unoccupied, 2 lights will be maintained at 50 lux. So again, that's going to be adjustable. So light, looks light, occ level, duplicate, looks like unoc, unoc level. And that's going to be roughly round about 50 lux, whatever 50 lux will be with the power, but let's just put that down to 50 at the moment. We don't know that one at the moment, what that's going to be. But that's not a problem. And then we've got the lights off power. Not too sure about that. Let's just do a weekly trigger, because we're going to be rotating them. I've done that on one of the videos before, but I'll redo it all again in case you haven't looked at the other videos. So I want my scheduler, and I want to trigger weekly trigger. This is where my picture got in the way here when I was trying to add the range to it. But anyway, add weekly changeover. Any day, any month, any year. We'll do it on a Sunday. And then we'll do an add there. Oh, it's done it this time because I've made that smaller. So midnight. Save. So that's our weekly trigger, which we're going to fire a one shot there. Duplicate. Weekly fire. That can go into there. And then I want to do a counter, and I want to bring across an equal. So a counter and an equal. So kick control, bring across a counter, bring across an equal. And weekly changeover set point, we can do one of them, duplicate. That's going to be in weeks. Time, weeks. Zero to 4. Action set. 4. 8 fittings, 2 on, 4 weeks. Over 4-week period. AX slot sheet, counter, and we'll go with changer. Change on, that's when it's going to flip over when the counter reaches 4. Counter into there. Let's expand this counter, and I want count preset value. I'll put in there, and let's have to clear so we can clear it ourselves. Overwrite it and do that. We know there's a clear in there, and then we're going to put our count up into there. Count up into there. And we're going to take our false in there, put that into preset, into reset it. Once we get to that, change over, start. That's our output there, and that's our 4 weeks. Right, so we're going to have a lux sensor inside. So let's do this bit. So we've got to have an interior lux sensor. Let's duplicate that. Interior lux sensor, but not near the windows. That needs to be in lux. We don't know what that's for. sensor's going to go in there and it's going to tell us what the lux area is for that bit there. We need a value set point at least for the 50 because it mentioned about 50. Duplicate. Lux low value set point so it can be adjusted. Put that to lux. Want to try and maintain 50 when it's when it was unoccupied, during unoccupied times. Yeah, so that's on lux low, lux unlock. Lux unlock value set point. And let's have a lux, because they've done 100 there, so let's have a lux high value set point. Lux high value set point. Which is 100. Looks like value set point on 100, so I'm going to put that into a reset block. And interior looks level. Expand these points out. My in and out. That's going to be my sensor there. And then the low value is in there. The high value is in there. And then we're doing a 100. So output on low is going to be 100. Output on high is going to be 0. And that is going to be a percent, which I'm going to take into my occupied power. Let's put that as a percent. Now that's my occupied, but then I'm just trying to I want to unoccupied. So duplicate, unlock, lux level. Unlock lux level, unoccupied lux level. And we know that our 50 is going to go into the input high there. We can take our lux level across to there. So that's 0 there, and looking at the text, we need to put that into our unoccupied. Okay. I don't know if I need that 65 now. So that's our counter, but we need to change over our counter. So we need to do it in equal 0, 1, 2 and 3, and then we need to do our weeks. So I'll do 1 at the moment and then I can duplicate it and put you on pause. So equal. So that one's going to equal 0. equals 0, and we're going to do a numeric switch on that. Numeric switch. So week 1, we're going to do lights 1 and 5. So rename week 1, I'm doing lights 1 and 5. Week 1, 1_5. So week 1 is 1_5. And then that's going to be 100%. So the next one's going to be 2 and 6, 3 and whatever. So let me just do that now. So that's wants to say equals 0. Then you put you on pause and do the rest. I've added them down there now, and the equals. Like the other project that we did before, I'm going to add a maximum. So it's either in auto, it will do the power it requires in one bit, but then when auto is off, it's all going to be 0, but we still need 2 lights on at a power of whatever it says on there. Demand response during occupied times, lights remain. No, 2 lights rotate every week with equal burn time. So we need some power on them and maintaining 50 lux. So I will need a maximum block putting in. So we can select that. So let me just put a maximum block in. And light, I've already used 01, so I use space 01. And views AX slot sheet, and that's going to be auto and rotate. Oh, not rotate, rotor. So automatic will feed into there, but rotor will feed into there. So where we've got light 1, which is this one here, that's going to go into there. Let me just pause and duplicate that. That's that duplicated down, and they're going to go into each individual ones. I'll leave that for the moment. Let's do the safety to enable it all, and we'll also do where the presence detector works on this off delay. Put another numeric switch in here. Drop that into there at the moment, and we'll use the out not pin slots, which will turn off after the time limit, so we don't need the out. And we need to put that, I presume that's going to go to the presence, which it will do. So when it's occupied, actions, emergency active, that's gone false. So we need to use a false there. So that's going to be power and 0. Views AX slot sheet. That's going to be my 0, and that's going to be 100 or adjustable. Light power. And that's going to be percentage. I just want percent on its own. I don't want And then put a 0 there. That's my light power, which is going to go into all them autos. Yeah. Auto. And that is week 1 and 5. I want a 5 in there. That is 2 and 6. 2. Oops. 1 and 5. 2 and 6. 3 and 7. 4 and 8. That's going to be my 0. And now on that demand, don't have a numeric switch demand. Let's just put another numeric switch across there. Demand. And that's going to be my demand response. It's getting a bit busy in here now. How am I going to move all that lot around? Does that demand response signal to see the maximum light level will be 65 adjustable? I do need a 65. It needs to be adjustable. So if I duplicate that, demand light level 65. Put that baby in there. And 100. Where's my 100? Occupied. So I'm just thinking, looking at the logic and thinking. I'm coughing. Let's just take these to the these out to the outside, which is presence, demand, life safety. Let's just reorder them first. Let's put them up near the top. This makes life easy for us. Demand and presence. Move them up there. Presence is coming out there. Life safety 100. Where are you, life safety 100? You're there. That's going out, that's going out. Demand response is going out or coming in. Interior look sensor. You're going in as well. So there's our inputs and our outputs are all going to be the lights. 1 to 8. Okay. Views. Composite. In 10. In 10. In 10. In 10. Out. Out. 40 minutes already. Out. 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 Eight. Now I've got to put a text in there. Luckily I've got it all down here, so when I right click that and I X slot sheet, I know that that's going to be presence sensor here. So presence, sensor, demand response, life safety, internal lux level, and then light 01, light 02, 03. Let me put you on pause while I do this. Okay, that's that done. Come back out of there. If I look at that on the outside, that is my block. And we haven't put any history in there yet. Maybe we should put history in there as well. Go to history. I'll do one and then I'll just copy and paste it for the others. Numeric change of value. It's just good. The history is good for proving that it's actually doing its job and working correctly. Change that to parent, parent, parent name. I'm not bothered about the tolerance. So that's going to be perimeter common area light fixture 01. Save. Copy that. Paste. 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 We'll do it for the internal lux sensor as well. Paste. So we can see what the lux is coming in, and we can see what lights go on and off and what power they dim to and all that lot. Life safety, do I need to put something on there? And the demand response, yeah, let's just put, because we can, presence sensor there. So that's just an on and an off. But we need to do the good old parent in case we duplicate the folder and rename it something else. We don't duplicate histories. Copy that one, paste that into there, paste that into there. Good. Views, wire sheet. Right, we're still far from, we haven't even done the start of the lighting bit yet. We don't want history, I want kit control. Text, okay, show scheduled. We've got a scheduler that we need to bring in. We've got unoccupied, and we've got an auto, I would say. Yes, let's just move that lot up there a little bit out of the way. Let's put a not gate in for that override. Not gate. Safety. Invert. And then an AND gate. And we'll call that scheduled lighting. And we want a scheduled occupied active views AX hot sheet scheduler into there. We need to know it's occupied, so the PIR sensor, and we need to know that we're in auto. Pin slots. So let's put the scheduler into there. And the occupied presence sensor is there. Occupied into there. And lights are in auto. Put that up there. Could I just put that straight to there? No, that's not going to work, is it? And %, there, into there, from there, into there, from there, into there. We're going to have to change some of this, I think. Let's see. Let's see. Naturally, I link these at the moment to there. I'm just wondering if there's anything else. I think we're going to have another numeric switch looking at that text, because I need to do that power, even though it's going there. I'm going to duplicate another numeric switch, I think. Let's just duplicate that. And we don't want 9. Can I use an underscore? 01. No, it doesn't like that. I must have already used that somewhere. Yeah, I have there. So rename capital T 01. Duplicate it. do it all the way down. Duplicate it. Duplicate it. So I want to take that and put that into the false, I think. I'm just doing one at a time. So let's just move these lot out of the way. So that's there, because the others are going to be an exact copy. And the switch I can put into there. And that's true. Can go into that's going to be 0 to there. This is going to there. At the moment it's 100 because of that. So put that into there. And then take that output and put that into there. And that would work. So we're occupied. That's unoccupied. We're still 100%. That's now false. Now we're going to 0 after the time limit of 15 seconds. Light will be adjusted to main during scheduled occupancy and proof of occupancy. Light will be adjusted. Forget that at the moment. If the demand response signal is received, the maximum light level output will be reduced to 65. Otherwise, the maximum output is 100. Okay, let's occupy again. And let's have the demand. So have I put that in the wrong place? Because there's my 65 gone in there. So do I need to swap? Do I need to put 100 into... So there's my 65 and my true. So that one will probably go into the other. So let's take that out there. Put that into there. Put that into there. No. Because there's my 65 there. So it can't be like that. There's these that's the wrong way around. So that's my 65. But then my 100. Let me cut them out. I'm trying to work this one out before I duplicate it. Drawing scheduled occupancy and proof of occupancy light will be adjusted to maintain. If the demand response signal is received, the maximum light level output will reduce to 65. Drawing occupancy times. So that's got to be 65 at the moment now, whether we like it or not. because we've got occupied, and we've got to put that to 65. So we're switching on that. That's switching on the 65 for us there. Which is light power there. Which is our 65. So we've got to work from there. That's a true. So ignore that one at the moment. I'm just going to put this, come back, 65 into there. And we turn our presence sensor off. Demand response. And that would go back to 100. So we know that works without that block. Turn off that. So we're back to 100. Turn that on with 65. If a demand response signal is received, the maximum light level output will reduce to 65, adjustable. Otherwise, maximum light is 100. So that item 2 we've done. 3. During unoccupied lights, 2 lights will be on and maintain 50 lux. Well, maybe I need to go back up one first. During scheduled occupancy and proof of occupancy, light output will be adjusted to maintain 100 lux. If the area is vacant for 50 seconds, light will turn off. Well, I think we've done that. Let's just take that demand off. We've got 100. We've now unoccupied the area. Why has that gone straight down to 0? We want the switch that's going to switch in a minute. It was that one there. So that we do need another switch, don't we? Just to switch that, but not tied to that. Let's just do that again. Actions, emergency active, 100%. That is on. So that's a false at the moment, given 100%. That's what I'm interested in, 100% from these lights here. But when I occupied it, it still wants to be 100% for 15 seconds. It goes to 0, but I'm still got 100% there. So I could put that into there, so it's still showing 100, and then it'll go to 0. Well, that will work without having this block. Let's get rid of them blocks. Try that again. Emergency active, 100%. Emergency inactive, still 100%. We know it's going to change. So what's the other bit? John's going to prove that we're adjusted to maintain. Alright, so during occupancy. So let's occupy ourselves again. Emergency active, we're occupied. This is our adjustment for our lighting. So it's dark at the moment, so 100%. So let's go above 100 lux. Actions. I want emergency overriding and set that to views, AX slot sheet, take off them hiddens. Actions, emergency override. So we're at 600 lux inside. That's reduced it down to 0. If it was 300 lux inside, that's still 0. 50 to 100. Oh, okay. Actions, I need to be under 100. If it was 70 lux inside, that's giving us 60%. Actions, emergency override. If it was 60 lux inside, that's up to 80%. And that's when we're occupied. Now, if we unoccupy ourselves, we're still at 80%, but we're unoccupied. Oh, well, we'll wait for the timer to go. We're still at 100%, but we're unoccupied. Because I've not even done anything there yet. Okay, I've still got to add that in when we're unoccupied, because it wants unoccupied times 2 lights will be on. So we've got to do that. And we need 50 lux at least. I think I need to change this a little bit. Let's take them out just for the moment. And unoccupied light level. Just bear with me with this one. Oh, that's not going to be right. Delete that. Unoccupied light level. That's going to go into there, 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 there. That will work. That will work. Not back into there. So wondering what I'm going to do with that. Let's try that. Emergency active. 80% because of the lux. Emergency inactive. Still 80%. Still 80. Wait for the 15 seconds. with 0. Now we've got 60 looks at the moment. Actions, emergency override. Put it to 40 looks. Yeah, there's my 20% now. Trying to maintain. Good. Good, 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 good. I'm happy now. I am happy now. So I need to move these babies into these. Not the in switch. False. 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 Bring them across there like so. Up 1. Gap of 3. Gap of 3. And there's my 20%, isn't it? I do that wrong. I did. Yeah, there's my 20%. 20%. 20%. Fire it. 20%. 20%. Fire it again. 20%. 20%. Fire it again. 20%. 20%. Fire it one more time. 20%. 20%. I think that is it. I'll tell you what we haven't done. I checked. We've got life safety, actions, emergency active. So unoccupied and emergency active is still doing 20%. That's wrong. If life safety event occurs, all lights will go to 100 output until manually cleared by the BMS. Well, it's not going to do that. So we're using the 20 there, we're using the 20 there. And we've got a life safety now. So when it was false, that turned everything off. Okay, I do need another numeric switch. Duplicate. Light 01. That's true. Life safety's on. So I want 100% to that. I hope if I put it in the right bloody thing. Come on. Cut. Life safety's on. True. I'm not even going to use the looks like occupied level. I'm going to fix that at 100%. So no one can even mess with it. It's not adjustable, not negotiable. And then that one wants to go No, because that is also at 0, so we need to do it here. We need to bring that baby across to this side as a last resort. So I'm quite happy for that to go in there when it's false. But that baby is going to be 100%. So let's duplicate that to a 2. Right, I'll do this while you make a cup of coffee or something. Put you on pause. Okay, that's done. I've got to just join these up, don't I? So that's our life safety is on, 100%. Emergency auto. You now get your 20% and your 20%. We know that rotates. Let's go to occupied mode. We've got 100 there, but which is coming from there. But what we've got to do, and that's adjusted via this sensor here. So looks high value set point is 100. So once we go over 100, so the input low is 50 and 100. So if once we go over 100, it's going to be 0. But while we're in between, so actions, emergency override, and we have a lux level of 60, we're giving 80%. Now this has got to be inside the offices, because daylight lux level is much higher than this, what we're playing with here. Why is it something like 10,000? 10,000 to 25,000 lux a day, I think it is. So this is definitely office and darker parts of the office. Emergency override 70. Actions, emergency override 80. We're now at 40%. Actions, emergency override 100 lux. We're at 0. And then once the lights change and we go off, if we're still 100 lux, we won't be, but until we get the sensor connected, I can't tell you what that's going to be. But action set, let's say we go down to 40 lux once the lights are off from the light from the windows. So we're maintaining 20% there, which is a 20% from that there, but when it's unoccupied, because we're below the 50. Okay, I think that is it. We've put histories on. There'll probably be some spelling mistakes somewhere, but I can't see any at the moment. We're changing over. So we're doing everything that is asked for, haven't we? During unoccupied times, 2 lights will be on and maintain 50 lux. Oh, that is our 20% there, because we're at 40 lux. Actions, emergency override, and if we're at 60 lux in the office, yeah, we're 0. Which it won't be that. This will go up and down dependent on naturally the lux level in the office. I can take that override off, and that is, there we go, there's a spelling. Mistake. A T in engineers. Okay, it wasn't a spelling mistake in the logic, but there was a spelling mistake. Right, let's upload this one. Thank you for watching. If you could subscribe, I would appreciate it. Thank you, and hit the like button. Thank you very much.